Well, everyone is hoping that this is the beginning of the end of the COVID crisis. The British regulator has ruled that vaccinations are safe to start, and they might start as soon as next week. The UK had already ordered 40 million doses of this Pfizer vaccine. That's enough for 20 million people. And it's expected that vulnerable groups, including those in care homes, might be the first to receive the vaccination. I've also spoken to frontline medical staff who have already had their vaccination appointments booked in by their hospital trust. So obviously everyone involved is very hopeful that this process is going to start very soon. Now, of course, the logistics of this all are huge. This stadium behind me is normally home to a football and a rugby team here in Bristol, but it's going to be one of the first mass vaccination centres in the UK. Hundreds of thousands of people will come here to get their vaccinations, and after this first vaccine, then likely to be many more once the vaccines currently in the final stage of trials are signed off as safe by regulators. In a message on Twitter, Prime Minister Boris Johnson said it was fantastic news, and it's the protection of vaccines that will ultimately allow us to reclaim our lives and get the economy moving again. Well, the news comes on the day that the UK moved out of a national lockdown and back to a regional tier system. That means that restrictions are put in place on areas depending on the number of cases and whether they're rising or falling. Everyone hoping, though, that this news on vaccines will bring an end to the huge disruption, pain and suffering that this pandemic has caused. John Beaver, SABC News, Bristol.